Sorry for the delay here, folks. I had another meeting that ran way longer than it should have. All right, we'll go ahead and get started here in a moment. I posted a link to the agenda. Please add yourself as attendees. And we can go ahead and get started since I'm already pretty late. Let me share my screen. All right, can we get a note taker today?
Got you.
Thank you, Sophie, appreciate it. All right. And let's see, starting with any new faces here? I see Josh has joined us. You're not a new face, but it's been a minute since we've seen you.
It has. I'm not in my normal spot, so I don't have a camera rolling, but I thought I'd just come in and say hi and see what's going on.
Hey. All right, that brings us to outstanding RFCs. We've got a couple of these Java RFCs that are still open. I think the status is that at least this one is blocked. I don't know if there's a resolution or any conversation happening on this specific Java version of the build plan. I'll pause here. If someone wants to talk about this, we can chat. Otherwise, I was going to skip it. It doesn't sound like there's any interest in discussing this one, so we can jump over to the proposal to create language family builders. I reviewed this one this morning. This looks like it's in good shape, so I've gone ahead and approved. I'm not sure if there's anyone else we need approval from. It would be great if anyone on the builders had approved this. I think maybe Rob is on the builders team, and I saw some conversation from Forrest. I can't remember.
Yeah, I think we've had, just Forrest and Rob. I think those were builder type representatives.
Great, so at least Rob has approved this. I'll just confirm with Forrest. He seems like the remaining person. I'll confirm with him today, and I think we could probably go ahead and square this one away and say that it's approved. It's pretty
Awesome.
Unlikely that there would be any sort of dissent at this point. Okay, and then that brings us to this UBI based stack one. I'm still working through this. I see there's some open questions. I haven't gotten to the point where I've read the entire RFC and also read through all of the comments. I've read through some of the comments. I don't know, Ozzy, you just showed up. Is there anything happening in this, not to put you on the spot, but anything happening in this RFC that we all should know about?
Not at the moment, no. I mean, I've answered the questions that have been put there and nobody's responded to any of my responses yet. I figure there's probably still more people who need to read about it before we get any further with it. But, I'd encourage people to please read it. Then we can start getting on with it. So that's it from mine.
All right, great. So yes, please read this one. It's a big one, but it's an important one and a good one, I think, so far. Okay, that covers us. I went ahead this morning and merged the steering committee elections RFC, which means it's now nominally in our governance rules that will hold elections. So I'm going to reach out to the folks on the Cloud Foundation side and start the conversation about what an election process, when and how that should take place. But yeah, look for that to happen hopefully pretty soon. All right, this brings us to CNB updates and questions. I don't know of anything to update about the CNB project this week. Does anyone have anything? I saw there was, well, maybe one thing. There's a question earlier today in the kind of tooling channel let's see, what channel was that again? It was Buildpack Authors. It was in the Buildpack Authors channel about a Libpack 2.0 question. So let's see, there's this Slack conversation that's happening. And not Libpack, sorry, libcnb 2.0. And the question mostly it's like, does it reach kind of feature parity with something like Packet? And would we consider, I guess, starting to pull in libcnb functionality from a 2.0 release? So if you have interest in that particular conversation, please follow up on the Slack thread. Any other CNB project updates? Anything we should be focused on? It doesn't sound like it. Okay. Any project updates? Doesn't sound like it. Okay, then we've got some open mic questions. TFIR interview, Ram.
Yeah, hey everyone. So I posted this on Paketo Slack a few days ago, but the gist of it is there's an opportunity to do a Paketo focused interview, I guess, under the topic of security and compliance. So this is like part of a monthly series that's been going on, and it's basically it's basically about discussing about a particular larger umbrella topic, but obviously the focus and the spotlight is on a specific project for the foundation. So that way there's an opportunity to talk about security and compliance in general in the tech world, but obviously to try and focus it around Paketo Buildpacks and how it tackles some of the problems related to security and compliance in a containers world, in a Kubernetes world, even potentially in like a Cloud Foundry world. But yeah, so there's the opportunity available. We'd love to have somebody who's a contributor from the Paketo community, be the face of this interview and take make use of the opportunity basically. But we're open to other modes where we can have more than one person in there and have somebody from the CFF be present if that's more comfortable or what have you. But that's what I wanted to add. So if there's somebody among the contributors who enjoy speaking about Paketo, who enjoy speaking about security and compliance and would like to make use of this opportunity to be in front of a camera, right? Feel free to come forward and make use of the opportunity.
Awesome, yeah. I know we have kind of ongoing efforts to do community outreach from folks who are on the maintainers team. When we have our kind of team stand up today, I'll bring it up amongst the broader VMware based maintainers and see if there's any interest.
Yeah, sure. I appreciate that. Thanks, Ryan. The other one I had was about a doc open for review, but I see, Ryan, that you already posted a comment there. So thank you.
All right. I think that brings us to the end. So are there other open questions today? Anything folks wanted to bring up? Doesn't sound like it. All right, folks. We'll see you next week then.
Thanks. Bye.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.